and welcome to Matters of the Heart with Mr. T. Aren't you loving this program? I am, because it's a show that is discussing the matters that are dear to your heart. And we've picked on marriage, and we are discussing what is working in my marriage. Last week, we had a wonderful couple with us, Mr. John Adenu-Mensah and Mrs. Nana Bema Adenu-Mensah. What a wonderful discussion it was. The good news is that they are back here and we are having a continuation of the discussion last week. So let's join the discussion. Welcome, Mr. and Mrs. Adenu-Mensah.
Thank you very much.
It's great having you around. So great. And the last episode, I learned a lot. Let me try and recap some of them. I love the fact that your wife had a career plan and you supported her through and through. And today she's a computer programmer, is a business executive
and a lawyer.
And then is a lawyer who even has a master's in law. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And I love the part that you've been married for 32 years. I also love the 4 dependencies you shared with us, that before you go into marriage, you have to be, please help me, you have to be financially independent.
Morally.
You have to be morally independent, physically independent, psychologically or intellectually independent. So these are the independence that you need to judge yourself with.
Yes.
Am I financially independent? I mean, and this applies to both a man and a woman.
Yeah.
Especially the women. You have to be a bit financially independent before you go into marriage. Don't go into marriage rely 100% on the man. I think it's not good. What do you think? And then you have to be intellectually independent. And last week, I loved the disagreement between the two of you. And that is what union or marriage is about. You think that love is the first thing. Love is what connected you to your wife, and that is what is sustaining you. She thinks that love is the last thing, because love, you start with it, but you don't end with it. Mrs. Adenu-Mensah, I don't know what you think.
That's what I think. I think love attracts both of you. Beauty, love. There should be something striking about the person that you love or like. That's bring the attraction. And love will sustain it. Those early years, the mind, the gutter stages.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
that time, you are so used to each other that you don't want anyone to, get hurt or anything.
That's why you're calling
only
the
a
person
stage.
every minute.
Exactly. That's only a stage. The moment you start the journey of life, when the children start coming,
and reality start hitting you. School fees start coming.
Love begins to take a back seat. Love honestly begins to take a back seat.
When there are school fees that are not paid, rents that are not paid, your landlord is on your head.
Exactly. And you want to talk about love. I mean, it's important, yes. But to be quite honest, when you are going through the journey of life, I mean, love should be at the background to sustain the relationship. Because I mean, then the relationship is gone. But it's also not that infatuation that you feel in the first year of marriage. After marrying for 32 years, I mean, we are brother and sister to some extent.
Mr. Adenu-Mensah, you agree? Or you still believe that love is the magic?
Mr. T, she has said it all. That love should be on the background, quietly.
That's right.
Sustaining the marriage. That is very important. Because it is love that covers most of the wrongdoings.
That's
or
true.
Most of the
and the Bible says it. Yes. Love covers a multitude of sin.
So that it should be in the background, sustaining all because you cannot do it without taking a wrong step.
That's true.
That's true.
You
will take wrong steps every now and then, but you need to move on. It is love that pushes the moving on.
Mrs. Adenu-Mensah, the way I'm seeing the thing, and this man loves you crazy. This man loves you like crazy. He just loves you, and that's what it is. Yeah. This episode, I want us to focus on the 32 years experience. The 32 years experience, how has it been like? In the first place, what do you think has kept the two of you going for 32 years?
I think as a family, you should have common goals.
Okay.
we want to have children. How many?
Mm.
You discuss it.
Mm.
I mean, communication is key.
Mm.
You must talk about everything.
Everything.
Everything. And share your honest opinions about it. That's why you need to be intellectually capable. And you have to be reasonable if you are intellectually capable. It shouldn't always be your way. If you are intellectually capable, you should know that the world is this way and that way. Sometimes put yourself in that person's shoe. Sometimes he puts himself in your shoe. And then you see how you jaw and find a common ground. So if you have that kind of mentality, that kind of union, whether it's marriage, whether it's friendship, whether it's business partners, we set up goals and we work towards that vision. And that's what we have done.
So it means that before you get into the marriage, you need to set the goals. That this is
No, in the goals will come as and when
okay.
you go on.
Okay.
You know, so after you have set enough goals, you prioritize the goals. You know, which is more of priority than the others, and then you move on because the goals will keep on coming, and the posts will keep on shifting. So you continue. It is not something that you set from the beginning and then.
Okay.
Okay. So as and when you move on, those things will be coming.
And in this setting of goals and keep changing and agree, the key thing, as you said, is communication.
Yeah.
Because if you don't communicate to agree, even where the goals are, that is where the problem comes in.
Let me give an example.
Please do.
You are a couple, you want to buy a car, or you want to change your car. The man wants to change the car, so he wants to save. But you don't tell your wife anything. All of a sudden, you give her 500 cedis a month, as an example. You start making it 200 without communicating anything to her. But your aim is to buy a car which will be beneficial to her. But sit her down and tell her that, my dear, our car is getting old. We want to change the car. So let me reduce this one and let's manage with this little so that I can save to buy a car. Which woman will not understand this? Or which reasonable person will not understand this? Okay, so now the children are going to get into secondary school. The expenses on their education is going to be more. Is the man talking? So let's try and save. Cut down on the number of bags you buy and your jewelry. Even if it's your own money, cut down on it so that we can push it into the children's education. Or reduce the meat you use to cook. Maybe cook more beans or reduce your kitchen budget so that we can save money and start planning towards secondary education and tertiary education for our children. You must talk about everything, however little. You know, don't assume that that person knows or should know
or
will understand. Talk about it.
So in your relationship, you do a lot of communication?
We discuss, we talk. Anything that is of essence, we talk about it.
The issue is the point of disagreement. Because sometimes in the discussion, there will be a point of disagreement. And that is where the problem starts. Because sometimes the man feels strongly that this should be the way. And the woman also feels strongly that that should be the way. In such instances, what happens? I don't know whether you have a typical example you can share.
You should find a middle ground. You should always find a middle ground. And there will always be a middle ground.
Give me an example.
I can't think of one easy. Let me think.
But for me, I've always trusted her intuition. For me, that is what else. Anything that we discuss that he has a strong objective to it, I learned to trust her intuition. Because whenever you try otherwise,
it doesn't work.
It becomes trouble, you know. So I always say that speed without brakes is always dangerous.
Very.
Yes. So no matter how fast you want to travel, if there's that brake is not working, you know, you might end up
crashing
or in a bigger trouble. So
for
me, that is what has worked for me. We'll talk about issues. We'll argue about it one and two. Don't you think that this is it? You say this is it, but sometimes still she will not be satisfied. So I leave it, and then we move on. And it has worked for us perfectly. So
I love this example. You know, men, we are very analytical and we feel strongly about things. In fact, once we catch the vision that let's do this or let me do this for the family, we are already on the go.
Yes.
And we want to do it and achieve and feel that I'm a man, I've achieved something. But the women, they have this soft intuition. They have a way of reading the antenna around what you want to do, and they will feel that, no, this will not go well. And sometimes these are the points of disagreement. So I love what you just said. You just kill your analytics, yes, and you say that, let me rely on her intuition.
Yes.
And most of the time it works for you.
Yeah, most of the time it works. You know.
For me, what I would say is that to start with, choosing a partner, those independent attributes, intellectual independence, that person, that man, that woman that you want to marry, you must know that or trust his level of intellectual so that he makes the decision without you. You know that he'll make a reasonable decision. Or you know, that thing. So from the word go, some men will say, me, I don't want a graduate. I don't want this. I don't want that.
I've heard that a lot.
Because you just want to domineer. You want to be the man. But you see, you can have all the say and be all the man. You will still be lacking simple, basic advice that an intellectual woman that you cannot easily ride over will give you. So if you go for an intellectual woman, a career woman, you would have to know that you can't ride over her.
Yes.
In quotes.
Yes.
But you can reason with her. So it is the choice you make.
Yeah.
It is the choice you make.
Said. So for instance, if there's a color here in the two of us, our intellectual ability should tell us that this is white. When I say this is white and she says this is white, no conflict.
No, yes.
But when I say it is white, then it is, you say that it is green. Conflict.
That's where the conflict is. Let me give a typical example. Yes. A man has a female friend. He feels that this friend is just a friend, a harmless female friend. Yeah. The woman feels that, no, this friend is a threat to our marriage. So you are seeing the lady as white, the woman is seeing the lady as danger red. Yes. And then this becomes a major problem in the marriage. In such a situation, what do you do? Relating it to your colors, I want to know from you, what do we do?
Yeah. So you should be able to, the two of you should be able to agree on that color. If you say it's red, why are you saying that? Oh, because of this, because of the way, the number of times you call her or you converse with her. Okay, it's reasonable. If it's just friend, it might not be like that. So this is reasonable. Let me back up or back off. You see, so you don't go that close to it should be on the platonic level. Okay. Which I think that would be acceptable to all of us. And then the conflict is resolved.
Beautiful. For you as a man, you've come to rely on her intuition. So once she complains about a lady near you, you trust her intuition and just back off.
But sometimes it is not that what I'm saying that is a normal friend is not true. It is true. But it is bringing a conflict.
That's right.
You see, which can jeopardize, our union.
Yes.
So you have to choose. Do you want to remain like that, or you want to jeopardize your union? Which one do you value?
That's right.
So
what I will say about
it doesn't spoil if you pull away from the link. It doesn't spoil anything. But if you don't, it can spoil something. So that is the analytical.
That's right.
And coming to a logical conclusion. So you pull off.
I love this example. You're a woman. I don't know
what I would say to add to what he's saying is that we have to treat marriage with respect. We are Catholics.
Okay.
Some people will say marriage is just a contract between a man and a woman. But we think that marriage is sacred. And Catholics say marriage is a sacrament. It takes it to another level, like baptism. It's important. We have 7 orders of whatever. Sacraments. Baptism, confirmation, holy matrimony, priesthood, and all that. So sacrament means the church teaches that if you marry, it is till death.
Okay.
And for the Catholics, if you divorce, under the laws of the church, you cannot marry again. It is not allowed. So you marry once until you die, or until one person dies. You see the seriousness of it. So whatever you do outside that will jeopardize this sacrament or this sacred thing, you know that there's a lot of responsibility on you. So you have to be very, very intentional about how you treat each other, and to make sure that this marriage thing works for life. I know his password to his phone. He knows my password to my phone. But I won't go and look at anything on his phone. He won't come and look at anything on my phone. Because we have that moral integrity and moral independence. I know he will choose what is good and not bad. And he will not do anything to disrespect me. And I will also reciprocate the same thing. So it is trust, it is
mutual
love,
respect.
And all that. So if you love something, you keep it. You buy an expensive jewelry, you make sure you don't want to lose it. So if your marriage is important to you and you love it, then everything that must keep it is your responsibility.
That's right. That's right. Beautiful points there. Let's take a short break. When we come back, I'll find out from them whether they fought before. Welcome back. It's getting very interesting with Mr. and Mrs. Adenu Mensah. Let's get into the discussion. I mean, I love it so far, but it's been so beautiful. I want to know whether the two of you fought before, or the communication doesn't bring a fight.
Let him go first.
You go first.
This is the women who remember.
You will remember.
Exactly.
We fight. But I'm not sure our children have ever seen us exchanging before the children. No, never.
Oh, really?
Not once.
Oh, really?
We fight in our bedroom. We have argument, but we don't even do it often.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember us having more than 5 disagreements, serious disagreements since we married.
Eh?
Yes. I don't remember
I think
us.
we are going to say for a year.
5 disagreements. Because
In the entire life of the
the entire
marriage.
life of the marriage. Because we seem to think in the same direction.
Oh.
You see, that is what somebody defines love to be. The two of you looking into the same direction. You share common goals. So you are all working towards that thing. You have disagreements. You are human beings. But not serious disagreements. And for me, I'll speak for myself, by my nature, I learned to let go.
Okay.
Even in my other relationships, I let go. I try to put myself in another person's shoes. Why was he frowning? Is it something going on in his life? Is he having a difficulty? Is he having challenges? I just leave it and say, well, let's move on. So I don't have BP. Because I don't want to be carrying, no, I'm that person. I like to, and I am a devotee of the Sacred Heart. You know, in the Catholic Church, we have groups, societies. I attend the Sacred Heart of Jesus. And the Sacred Heart of Jesus, what our tenets is that we want to emulate the heart of Christ. So our basic prayer is that God, give me ahobrase, humility, aboter, patience, and the grace to be humble, to be patient, and to emulate after the heart of Christ. Mama ahobrase, aboter, konkronye, holiness, and sute maupe, the will of God. So every day, those are the prayers we pray. So all the time, you are aspiring to be like Christ. So you ask your questions. You ask yourself questions that what will Christ want me to do in this particular situation? And you know Jesus Christ, forgive 77 times 7. So, you then, your conscience will tell you that the kind of devotee you are, you have to let go.
That's right.
Then I just leave it. It doesn't mean that he doesn't annoy me. Many times he does. But you just let it go.
And it helps you.
Yeah. Your own sanity.
That's right.
We can be there not talking to each other for a while. But after a while, I just leave it. How long can you keep fighting over little things? I mean, some of the divorce cases I do, the reasons they give, I tell you, are you sure this is enough reason to dissolve a marriage? And some of them I counsel them. Maybe I call the other spouse, try to see if they can work it out, and all that, because of the children in the marriage.
That's right.
So it's our attitude.
That's right. Miss Adenu Mensah, per what she said, I want to find out, do you believe every problem in a marriage is solvable?
Yes, I do. I believe every problem is solvable. It depends on those involved in the, our elders say that in conflict resolution, one can become the fool out of it in order to solve the problem.
Exactly.
That is humility. By that, it means one should be humble enough in order to solve the problem. The pride is what hampers the resolution of conflict. Pride. So if I feel very proud that no, I'm standing on my ground, I won't allow you to do that, conflict will never be resolved.
That's right.
But sometimes you go up for some time, then you come down in humility. It's not that you have been humble. You humble yourself. So that things can go on. But that said, our differences, the conflicts, these are, I would say, marriage-threatening differences.
Okay.
These are subtle ones, which is being tackled from the very onset of the problem. Like on Saturdays, when I go to play tennis and I overplay, I come home tired.
Then it will be a fight at home.
It will be a fight.
I don't get attention.
You don't get the attention. It's the tennis balls and the tennis court that is getting the attention.
So I will understand because I have overdone things. So I will understand. Next time I might not play to that extent.
That's right.
There we go. So we manage some of
because
these
I'm
things.
not your sister, I'm your wife.
we manage some of these things. And then sometimes, like, I am a bit slow in reacting to situations.
Okay.
I would like to wait till things fall in place.
Okay.
She is the quick one.
Okay.
You know, when certain things came, situations came, she will react very fast. But I would like to take my time, look at the situation before I make my pronouncement or judgment. Sometimes also it brings a conflict.
It's a personality difference issue. We all have it.
So this is what I'm saying, that these are not marriage-threatening conflict, but you know, they are enough to cause displeasure between us. So we listen, we nip it in the bud right from the onset, and then we move on. I think that is what has worked for us.
Beautiful.
Yes.
So it all depends on the kind of person you choose for the marriage, and you need to understand who you are marrying. Because even in the second example you gave, the personality differences, you need to know that this is the personality of my spouse or to be spouse. Can I tolerate it? But if you are marrying somebody who is extrovert, is all over with ladies, is exciting people outside there, you should know that this is the personality of the person, and prepare for it. Am I right?
Yeah.
But if you don't, and you marry the person and now you want to, then it becomes a point of conflict.
Yes.
But I think that even if you marry the person, as you stay in the marriage, both of you should start, decide to adjust. If your spouse, your wife is not too comfortable with you mingling with ladies, and you should start taking it back. And then if there's a certain couple, they were not married yet, they were in serious courtship, they had to break up because the man says the woman dances too much at parties when they go. He's flocking with men and this and that, and he doesn't like it. And if he talks to her, she says, that's me. So they broke up. Meanwhile, if she really, really wanted the guy, and this guy was a good guy, matured and everything, you should have just taken a step back, 1 or 2 steps back, and that will solve it. So being reasonable is important, and put yourself in the other person's shoes. We can't carry, I won't say I'm the same person 32 years ago when I met him. No, at least we have tried to, change and to suit each other. Adjust and adapt. Adaptability, adjust.
I even believe that personality can be changed. That's my personal belief. I know people who were like introverts, but when they got a job, like a sales job, they have to learn to be like an extrovert. And over time, they have become extroverts. So I believe personalities can be adjusted.
We evolve.
We evolve. That is the word. We evolve. So whatever you have in your marriage, try and evolve to make the marriage work.
Yes, you are right. It is not like your destiny.
Correct.
People will say that is how I was made. No, it is not like that. Destiny and all those things. It is the kind of choices you will make that will change your personality. So if your personality is bad in a certain situation, then that means you are making a lot of bad untoward choices. If it is good, that means you are making a lot of good choices. So
it's about choice.
It's about choice. The Bible says it. If you change
and then come to me. Choose.
Yes. If you change, that is the morality I'm talking about.
That's right.
If you change and then come back to me, you will be saved. If you don't change, you are damned. And so it's not like this is the way I was made, so that is where I'm going. I can never change. No. It's a choice. It was so.
I love this. So sometimes your spouse will be complaining about something about you. And then it sounds like nagging. But in actual fact, it's a problem he or she is reminding you of. And you have the power to do something about it.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
You can choose to neglect it to the detriment of your union. But if you pay attention to it and even make some small changes, you see that it helps.
Yeah, it does. It does. I mean, you especially Mr. Remesa, I would like you to end by advising. You are in the law court, you see divorce cases. So, what advice do you have for people, especially those who are getting to the tip of their marriage, where the problems are becoming unbearable and you want to break up? I really want you to tell them something. But before that, Mr. Remesa, you said something about sports I got interested in. What sports do you get involved in?
I play tennis.
You play tennis?
Yes.
Every weekend, I'm sure.
Every weekend, 3 times in a week.
Oh, beautiful. Tell me why you do that and the benefits of something like that.
Yes, the
four... now I'm not tapping into your profession.
Okay. The 4 things we talked about. Independent, should be highly independent.
Yes.
One of them is physical.
Physical. Right.
Yes. So we do that to gain physical strength. That is one. The second thing is you learn to follow rules. Because it is full of rules.
That's right.
Yeah. So when you set rules, you must be playing within the rules. And the third thing is that you learn to perfect certain things. It's a stroke you've been playing tennis. Yeah. So you always want to perfect or play that perfect stroke. That is, so it's a continuous practice. And I think that when you want to always want to perfect something, it transfers into your life, your personal life. Yeah. So that is why I play tennis myself.
Yes. And I love the sport because it's a non-contact sport. It's not like football where somebody will kick your leg and there will be injury.
Yes.
And at this age, it's a safe sport for you. Am I right?
Yes. That is why one thing I was coming to say. Tennis is one of the sports they consider to be lifelong sports. Tennis, swimming, golf. These are considered to be lifelong sports. They are individual sports as well as team sports. So you learn how to cooperate with others to achieve the same goal, or you learn how to do it all by yourself. Some of these things. That is tennis. That is why I can stay alone, and I can cooperate with people to also be the same. So marriage, you cooperate, and then you are alone too. Independent but depending on each other. That is the way. So you perfect some of these things, and it's good. So I recommend it to.
Exactly, and you are a grandparent, so I'm sure you are 60 plus.
I'm yet to be 60.
Oh, okay. I mean, almost 60.
Yes.
And you play tennis.
Yeah.
I'm sure others will play golf. You mentioned swimming also.
Yes.
So these are sports that you can do even in your old age.
In your old age, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
Are you playing the COVID? Are you managing
They are playing, it's a professional game for them.
Yeah.
We are playing social tennis.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. How is social tennis? Just for the sweat.
Just for the sweat.
Exactly. I don't know whether Madam is playing golf or swimming or tennis.
I played a little bit of tennis, but I had knee issues. So I stopped. I went to play a bit of golf. That also didn't help much. So I do my form of walking. I walk like 1 hour every morning if I have time. And then some exercise. Yeah, we have a few machines at home. I try to keep fit.
So the advice is that people should keep fit.
Yeah.
Try and do something that will help you.
It's very important.
I don't know.
Physical independence is very, very important, because as soon as you are not able to move, somebody should help you.
On someone.
It's not the best.
It may come eventually in your old age, but you have to try and delay it so that you don't put too much pressure on your spouse or your children or your caregivers. Yeah.
It helps.
It helps.
It really helps. Medically, it helps.
Yeah.
Because if you don't take care of yourself and you get a stroke, for example, now 30-year-old, 40-year-olds are getting strokes. and you become a liability on your family. I mean, you drain financially, immorally. The energy in the family, you even zap it. So you have a duty to take care of yourself, and that is to wake up early and go for a walk. And then in that regard, mind the food you eat and your choices for the family. As the mother of the family, you choose the food for the family. You have to make sure you are balancing the food and all that. A lot goes into, raising your children to be conscious of what's going on around them.
Wonderful discussion we have had this and inclusive. This is the next question. I want you to advise young couples or couples who are crashing in their marriage for me. Have fancy if you have to.
Okay, so what I will say is that first of all, you must know who you are marrying. The pre-marriage is more important to me, because if you do it right pre-marriage, then there will be a post-marriage. The marriage will subsist for a very long time. You must consider God-fearing person. You must consider somebody who is matured, not in age, but intellectual maturity, moral maturity. Somebody who can choose wrong from right, what is good from what is bad. Because if you have a boyfriend you are dating and he's dating other girls, and you think he will stop when you get married to you, you must be mistaken. So know the person you are marrying. God-fearing is important. Not rich per se, but educated, have a profession, have a job, all those basic things. Yeah, so if you go ahead, the next step is take counseling serious. Before marriage, take counseling serious. Have a few trusted adults who will advise you, and if your church has a counseling team, make sure you avail yourself to it. You learn quite a lot in counseling. And then when you get married, now you want to consider being reasonable and be intentional about how you treat yourself. That intentionality is important. You talk to the person with care, the person talks back to you with care. You are the man of the house, you want the wife to stay in the gutter, go into the gutter first, lie in it, invite her to come and lie on you in the gutter together. I mean, do unto others what you want others to do to you. That's my mantra in marriage. If you don't want to be spoken to that way, don't speak to the other person that way. Be kind to each other and tolerate each other. I mean, don't assume. If you see something you don't understand, talk about it. Don't assume that because he's doing this, that's why he doesn't want to do this. And then assumptions, you have a list of equations, but ask questions. And you too, when they ask you questions, answer. Respond with respect, and don't say and don't nag too much. Either way, don't talk about the same problem over and over and over. And you too, when your spouse is complaining about something, give it a thought. Don't think, give it a thought. He or she may have a good reason why he's hammering, It's all for the benefit of the family, because the divorce rate now is alarming. And it is the children who are suffering. You have 4 children and you get divorced. You come to court, the court will set rules. Okay, every man give her 1,000. But there's 1,000 suffice. If you were living together, would you have spent 1,000? Wouldn't you have bought toys? Wouldn't you have bought papaya? Wouldn't you have bought pizzas? What about all those ones? And the children need their mother and their father. They need the soft power and the hard power to combine to grow. So don't leave the raising of children to only one spouse. It doesn't help.
What a wonderful discussion. I don't know what to say again, but I guess to thank Mr. and Mrs. Agemu Mensah, and also to thank you for watching. I know you've made your own lessons and you've made your own conclusions. Join us again for another episode. Thank you.